Hi guys, my name is Jennifer and this is actually going to be my video. I guess I can call it my debut. I've never made a video before and I really want to start, especially with the new year coming around. I want to do something where I review shows and movies, and I thought I would start with a review of the year because it certainly was a crazy year, wasn't it? I'm sure a lot of you guys agree with that. I can't believe what we lost this week. Just this week alone, I mean. The whole year we've been losing a lot of people, but it was really intense this past week where we lost two really big stars, Carrie Fisher, and then really sadly the day after her mother, Debbie Reynolds, passed away. And that really upset me because it's like you realize how much they loved each other, and Debbie Reynolds was kind of like, it's like you could relate to her. She was this really strong, independent woman, and she was really ahead of her time, and one of my favorite movies is Singing in the Rain, ever since I was like maybe 11 or 12, but it's really one of my favorites, and I'm really sad to see her go, and Carrie Fisher too. She was her own independent woman, and it's just really shocking to see them both go so soon. So that was a unfortunate way to leave the year. But I guess that really says volumes about how this year has been. We went through a lot this year, and it's weird. It was like all of us together going through something, and then personally, it was really a hard year. I lost my grandmother a couple months ago, and I had lost my dog earlier this year, which I thought that was going to be hard enough, but then I had to see my grandmother go, and it was really, really hard. And I'm sure a lot of you guys, know how it is to lose somebody so close. It's a lot to deal with. So there's this void in your life all of a sudden, and it's hard to move on and figure out what to do from here on out, but time will heal. Just, it's never going to be the same. So yeah, this year really was kind of devastating on that level, where I lost two people, one really important person in my life, and one really nice dog, which was just crazy this year. And on top of that, just dealing with everything that was going on in the world. I mean, the election this year, I can honestly say this is the worst I've lived through. I don't know how they were way back when, but this was probably one of the worst in history even. It's just horrible. I think that this is where we are now. The year 2016, and we still haven't figured things out, and it's just hard for me to believe. I just thought we were going to be so ahead of the game and just away from all the bad stuff that was going on in the past. I mean, that's how I grew up. I thought everything was nice. If you'd believe this, I actually thought, this was when I was little, I didn't even know racism still was around, and it could have just been the way I thought, but I wanted to be everybody's friend. I didn't care what their skin color was or what their culture was. It was just, hey, we click. We should be friends. We should hang out. That's what it was for me, and just to grow up and see that this is where we are now, it's heartbreaking on its own. And I'm honestly worried about the future. But I'm hoping that everything's going to be okay. I want you guys to stay strong because this is the time when we need to be strong. This is... Try not to sound pushy or anything, just part of the thing is we have to keep hoping. We have to make sure that we never give up hope. Because if people gave up hope, then we don't go anywhere. We stay stuck, and the world doesn't become a better place. It just stays where it is. So always remain hopeful, always be kind to each other, because we need kindness now more than ever. Because this is just... I don't know what to call it exactly, just... I don't want to say this is our calling, but in a way it is. This is our generation. I'm 22 years old, and I know we're the future, like they like to say, and I don't like to call myself a millennial, but supposedly I am, and I think millennials, we're struggling, we're dealing with a lot, and I think in a way this is a motivation for us to do better in the future, to make sure that life gets better, that things become better in general. So don't give up hope, guys, okay? I know it's hard, but I try really hard to be a voice of reason, and just know that nothing is going to be the end of the world unless you see it that way. Because negativity is what really brings everybody down. We need to stay positive as much as we can, and we need to try to just be hopeful, and we just gotta stay strong, because that's what we can do. And I know this year, it's been a bully, I really thought this year was going to be great. I graduated UC Irvine, and I thought because I was graduating it was going to be a great year for me and everything, but everything around it just... it was just insane. And I'm trying to remain hopeful that 2017 will be good, because we need it to be. I know we do. And I think part of it is that we can make it a good year if we try. We can't control everything. We can't control when people die unless... Well, I'm not going to go into details with that, but definitely can't control everything. Just what you can control, do. Be kind to people, and let's make 2017 a good year, because we really need it to be. That's really all I can say about it. I'm actually a future writer. I'm trying to become one anyway. And I actually wrote a poem about 2016. It's called An Ode to 2016, because I sure do have a lot to say about 2016. So, without further ado, this is what I wrote. Wow is all I can say when I think of all that you took away. Hooray for the Cubs and Hamilton wins. We shall remember those when the new year begins. But what we really remember when back we look is that you gave, but you mostly took. Goodbye to the people that we praised. Goodbye to the election where many questions were raised. For me, the year was a brutal one. I earned my degree, 16 years of school done, but I lost 2 family members, 1 year, and out went their embers. I watched so much, feeling helpless and weak, the golden year turning from sunny to bleak. We all want this year to be over. We hope 2017 will be our 4-leaf clover. As the hand reaches midnight, we hope and we pray that the darkness you brought will all go away. I wrote that because that was just honestly the best way I could sum up everything I'm feeling. And I'm sure some of you guys can relate to that because it's just been one heck of a year. I'm not saying there weren't good things this year. Believe me, like I said in the poem, there's the Cubs that won, Hamilton was amazing, and we had good shows, movies. Just, that's not enough to make the year amazing, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because there was just too much negativity this year. Things we couldn't control, I know, and we tried, but all we can do is move on and make 2017 a good year. And do it in a good way. That's all I can tell you guys. We gotta try to move forward. We gotta be kind. We just need to be good people. Because we're losing that in America. And I don't want us to lose it. I thought we were finding it, and it just feels like it's going away, and I don't want it to go away. I know you guys don't want to either. So, please, be a good person. Strive to be positive and kind. I know I'm being repetitive, but I just cannot stress enough that this is what we need. And I wish all of you guys a wonderful, positive, happy, amazing 2017, because we deserve it after all that we went through this year. So here's hoping. I'm crossing my fingers because this year just needs to be good. Well, I'm gonna end my video here. Thank you if you watched all the way through. I hope all of you guys are having a good last few days of 2016. They're deserved, the good days. And I'm planning to continue doing these videos, but like I said, planning to do shows and movies, something more light in topic. So hopefully I'll be seeing you guys soon. And have a happy new year and a wonderful 2017 again. Goodbye, guys.